C. Jackson, former Patriot, will make his way back to New England. Been a healthy scratch in recent weeks. He's been put on the bench because Patriots cornerback Christian Gonzalez is likely to miss the rest of the 2023 season with a torn labrum.
I gotta admit, man, I am typically very critical of the decisions that Bill Belichick makes, at least in the front office. But I have to be honest, he's been making some very good roster decisions this year. So before we get to the content, make sure you drop like, subscribe, and turn on our notifications to help the channel grow. Now that we got all that out of the way, work! In life, there are great habits, such as going to the gym. And there are some, well, not so good habits. And well, thankfully, there are mechanisms in our lives that can assist us in quitting those terrible habits. But for those of you guys that don't know what we're talking about today's sponsor, Fume. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong, so instead of drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? Fume is an innovative, award-nominated device that does just that. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses all natural, delicious flavors. And most importantly, instead of bad, Fume is good. It's a habit you're free to enjoy that makes replacing any bad habit easy. Like some ASMR. Honestly, yeah, wow, this is like, it's like my first time doing this. Oh my god, yeah, that's awesome. And to be honest, I wasn't really sure what to expect. So here's how it works. You take out one of their cores. We're trying out the crisp mint here today. It smells minty. All you have to do is take the Fume here, and I believe you just gotta put the core in here. Oh, it fits right in. Okay, sweet. Now, damn, that's minty. Ooh, damn, it's like I just had like 3 sticks of gum. Their mint flavor is awesome. Stopping is something we all have to put off because, well, it's hard. But switching to Fume is easy, enjoyable, and even fun. Fume has served over 100,000 customers and has thousands of success stories. And there's no reason that can't be you. Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com/microphone or scan the QR code and use code Mikerophone to get 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com and use code Microphone to save an additional 10% off of your order today. And thank you, Fume, for the sponsorship. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? This past offseason, I must admit, Bill Belichick has been making some brilliant moves in the front office. And if you guys are a fan of this channel, you would know I love Bill Belichick on the football field, the master of situational football, one of the greatest defensive minds in NFL history. But his decisions in the front office have always been a little suspect, at least in my opinion. But starting in the 2023 NFL draft, Bill Belichick was really starting to cook. You see, during the 2023 NFL draft, the New England Patriots had the 14th overall pick. You see, originally the draft order was at number 13, the New York Jets were supposed to select. At number 14, the Patriots were supposed to select. And number 15, the Packers were supposed to pick. The thing is, the Green Bay Packers traded Aaron Rodgers to the New York Jets, and part of the stipulation of that trade was the Jets and the Packers would swap picks, making the Green Bay Packers select at number 13, the New England Patriots selecting at number 14, and the New York Jets selecting at number 15. Considering the fact that the Patriots and the Jets are in the same exact division, it is in Bill Belichick's best interest to ensure that the New York Jets have the weakest team possible in order for his team to succeed. So what did he do? During the 2023 NFL draft, he traded back from number 14 to number 17, allowing the Pittsburgh Steelers to select Broderick Jones, an offensive tackle out of Georgia. The New York Jets panicked at this point and selected Will McDonald with their 15th overall pick. And given how their season went so far, I think we could all agree that Broderick Jones would have been a very welcome sight for the New York Jets. The Jets would tell you over and over again that their original plan was to select Will McDonald. I don't believe it at all whatsoever, especially given the state of their offensive line. And this isn't anything against Will McDonald. It was just Will McDonald was more of a luxury pick. They were very deep at edge rusher. But the icing on the cake was the fact that Bill Belichick was able able to move to the number 17 overall pick and select Christian Gonzalez, a player that already looks like a star in the making in a star-studded 2023 NFL draft that features CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson, Devin Witherspoon, Bijan Robinson, Jalen Carter. I mean, this draft class looks insane so far. And to his credit, Christian Gonzalez had a very impressive rookie year so far. It's only been 4 games, but he's already at an 80.8 PFF grade, which is one of my favorite ways to grade out cornerbacks because it also takes into account how many times it's been targeted, but by all means, feel free to run to the comment section and say, "Oh my God, Mike, you're casual." With that being said, the unfortunate part about Christian Gonzalez's rookie season is the fact that he dislocated his right shoulder when the New England Patriots got pummeled by the Dallas Cowboys, and he had to have it popped back into place. We would find out that Christian Gonzalez is likely to miss the rest of the 2023 regular season, and given the fact that the entire identity of the New England Patriots is based upon their defense, this puts the Patriots season in jeopardy. I mean, with all due respect, the New England Patriots offense is still a bit of a work in progress. I mean, the strategy is very much Mac Jones, take care of the football, don't turn the ball over too many times, and let our defense do its thing. Obviously, that didn't work with the Dallas Cowboys, and obviously the Patriots are currently 1-3. That being said, they did something that I think we're all very familiar with. This isn't the first time Bill Belichick executed this type of sorcery in order to keep his team afloat. I mean, he has a history of doing this. Jamie Collins was a second-round pick in the 2013 NFL Draft by the New England Patriots, played with Bill Belichick for 3 seasons, and then the Patriots decided to trade him to the Cleveland Browns for a third-round pick. He played on the Cleveland Browns for 2 seasons and then would get released. He would rejoin the Patriots in 2019 on a 1-year deal, and then he would sign with Matt Patricia's Detroit Lions, which was his defensive coordinator when he was on the Patriots, on a 3-year, $30 million contract. He would get released 1 year later, and now he's on the New England Patriots currently. Brent Brown is a very similar situation. Had one very successful season with the New England Patriots in 2018, signs a 4-year, $66 million contract with the Raiders, and then returns to the Patriots 2 years later for a fraction of the price. Kyle Van Noy has had multiple stints with the New England Patriots, but currently plays on the Baltimore Ravens. And Trey Flowers is probably my favorite story. He parlayed a very successful Super Bowl run with the New England Patriots into a 5-year, $90 million contract with the Detroit Lions, and then returned to the Patriots 4 years later. And the beauty of this is Bill Belichick took advantage of an entire division's desperation. You see, during the 2022 offseason, the entire AFC West started scrambling. Noticing the fact that the Kansas City Chiefs traded Tyreek Hill to the Miami Dolphins, they decided that this was their time to strike. The Denver Broncos traded for Russell Wilson, signed Randy Gregory. The Las Vegas Raiders traded for Devontae Adams and signed Chandler Jones. The LA Chargers traded for Khalil Mack and signed JC Jackson, and the Kansas City Chiefs stood pat. And it seems like all of those moves kind of worked. I mean, Devontae Adams isn't currently the happiest person on the Raiders because he wants to compete, but the Raiders just released Chandler Jones, and we made a separate video on that. The Denver Broncos Russell Wilson experiment is kind of improving, but they just released Randy Gregory, signed a 5-year, $70 million contract with him at the time. And the LA Chargers, who trade for Khalil Mack, clearly paid off after the incredible 6-sack game he had this past weekend. But JC Jackson was a completely different story. You see, JC Jackson was also a former New England Patriot. During the 2021 season, he had 8 interceptions, giving him the nickname Mr. Interception. Now, there may be an interesting reason why teams were still willing to throw it to him despite all the interceptions he got. Watch what Rob Ninkovich has to say about this.
So speaking of JC,
yeah,
they didn't tag him. They're probably not going to sign him.
No way. He's too expensive.
Would you sign him?
Hell no.
But there's
flags. Things
there's lots of things out there that he misses. A lot of like things that go on at the stadium, like schedules with massage therapists don't show up.
Yeah.
Schedules with trainers doesn't show up.
Yeah.
Schedules with trainers doesn't show up. The thing with JC Jackson, he has a lot of interceptions, but the guys that are the shutdown corners don't have a lot of interceptions. Why?
Because
nobody
throwing
throws to them.
Yeah.
They throw towards JC's side. Do you think
I just think he's too
So
expensive.
J.C. Jackson would make the most of his incredible 2021 season. How can you not when you were an undrafted free agent for the New England Patriots, is coming off of a 8 interception season and leading the league in passes defended? If some team is going to come knocking at your door with a 5-year, $82.5 million contract, you're obviously going to take that contract. Unfortunately, he would only play 5 games for the Chargers in the 2022 season, and that was about it. Earlier on in September, we would find out that J.C. Jackson would also face an arrest warrant for failure to appear at a court hearing, and he would become a healthy scratch this past weekend. And J.C. Jackson was very confused by this because Brandon Staley even said that his healthy scratch situation had nothing to do with the fact that he was going through some legal issues, because the legal issues didn't even seem to be that big of a deal. J.C. Jackson even said that he was very confused by his benching, saying, "I don't know what else they expect me to do." I told Brandon Staley, "What else do you expect me to do? I've been doing everything. I came back from my injury pretty fast. I've been putting in extra work after practice, even in meeting rooms. DBs every Friday, we all meet to do extra film and being a good teammate, so I don't know what it is. I'm still kind of confused and still don't have answers as to why I'm being treated like this." Well, I think it became a little obvious because the Chargers just punted on the J.C. Jackson experiment after making him a healthy and active this past week. Because according to Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter, New England Patriots are doing something that we've seen multiple times before by trading J.C. Jackson back to the New England Patriots, and the compensation is a swap of late round picks. I think this meme is just perfect to explain this situation. I mean, it's like the Patriots cycle. You play well for the Patriots, you secure the bag elsewhere, you suck with your new team, you get cut, you return to the Patriots for cheap, and the cycle repeats itself. People are saying that this is the Patriot way. J.C. Jackson is owed $9.33 million left of his salary this year, and the Patriots can't get out of this contract until 2025. There's $40 million left of this contract because $40 million of it was guaranteed, which was his signing bonus, his 2022 salary, and his 2023 salary. So what do I think about this move? One, from the Chargers perspective, bro, I mean, you cannot fumble moves like this. When you have a QB on a rookie scale contract, that is like a golden window of contention, and I understand going all in. Trading for Khalil Mack was a great move. Signing J.C. Jackson obviously wasn't the greatest move, and it's such a shame because this is the last year technically of Herbert being on a rookie deal because he just got signed to a contract extension that kicks in next year. So it's just really unfortunate because I feel like the LA Chargers mismanagement of a truly transcendent QB talent might rob Justin Herbert of his best opportunity to win a Super Bowl. And from that perspective, I'm a little sad because I really think Justin Herbert is a remarkable quarterback. But from the Patriots perspective, man, we've seen this movie so many times with all the aforementioned talent. It makes a lot of sense because Christian Gonzalez looks like he's likely to miss the rest of the year. So I give the New England Patriots an A+ for this. I don't really know how to grade the Chargers. I really don't know what the Chargers are doing. I don't know what the upside of this entire thing was for them. I don't know if they have another transaction in the works. So for the Chargers, I have to give them a D. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about all this, man. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.